There isn't a set time estimate, but it shouldn't take more than, like, 4 hours at the very worst, I would imagine. Anyway. Actually, let's see. Oh. There no Oh, there has to be. Or is it not? Ah, okay, whatever. Go with a G. Alright. I hope you guys are all ready for the greatest Skyward Sword category to ever grace the Earth, where we will likely be spending more than half of our time on the title screen. Alright, so first thing we're gonna do, and this is actually very important, we're gonna talk to Fledge. Then we're gonna pick up this barrel. Because there are certain flags that we want to set that come into use much later, and we have to very slowly walk the barrel over here. Although, it saves a little bit of time to throw it over there. No, we do dungeons. The items that we get for beating dungeons are like the sword upgrades. Hello, Fledge. Alright, we did it. So, that's one part. I'm doing alright today, Penchi. And thank you for the good luck, Amertzi. Now, the next important thing that we have to do is we actually have to go rescue, Professor... I think it's Professor Hornwell's Remlet. To set even more flags on this file that are necessary for bit magic later. So I have to go save the cute lemur creature. Oh, that's right, her name is Mia. I forgot about that. It's like I actually have to go through the tutorial for the game. Oh, dang it. I'm trying to roll into that because he has text right here. Well, yeah, because, like, the quest that we're doing right now is literally never something you would ever see in an actual speedrun. Or, like, a speedrun of any other category for this game. And it looks kind of silly, but it is necessary. Hey, Devil Wave, thank you for the good luck. Alright, now we can finally head up to meet Zelda. The reason I had to do the stuff with Fledge and, like, rescue Mia was because those values will be very important when I'm back in time. Because I can essentially apply those values in back in time to other maps that I will be on. So yeah. It'll become clearer when I enter Skyview Temple. Hey Sample, thanks for the good luck. Yes, ironically, low percent has to do more of the tutorials. But tutorials don't really count towards a percentage of things. Unless we were doing something like all permanent flags. But we're not doing that. Well, the really cool thing about all flags is that I'm pretty sure all flags would have you doing reverse bit magic like well over a few hundred times. Also, thank you very much for the 8 months, Zelda Wallflower. Hello, little dark sun. Alright, so first we're gonna RBM the Goddess Sword onto our file. Not going to appear until after we talk to Groose, but obviously we need a sword somewhere. If somehow low percent ever manages to skip the sword, I will be very impressed. Also, thank you very much for the 25 months of the Tier 2 subscription, Tildamar. Also, yes, that is correct. Low percent does not do 2 runs anymore. Alright. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to enter into this house. And then we will immediately leave. For whatever reason, exiting this house sets a permanent value in memory. I don't think we really understand why, but... My day has been alright. I attended class, and now I'm speedrunning. Nice. Yes, low percent in all dungeons are very different. I mean, low percent is more comparable to, like, any percent, except it does a lot of shenanigans to skip things. Well, low percent doesn't collect any gratitude crystals. Low percent only collects the items listed in the item command. Well, it's part of a class that I'm taking, but the instructional session that I went to was optional. Thank you for the good luck, Danico. Alright, now I'm going to save and quit. There's a very lengthy process of stuff that has to happen, because one of the things that we actually skip in this run is the hero's tunic. No, I don't copy that. So the next sequence of events for like the next 10 minutes is probably not going to make any sense at all. Hey Wember, thank you for the good luck. Alright, the next thing that we have to do is we actually have to go do early Faron Pillar on File 1. So, just like we do early pillars in other categories, in this one we're going to be just doing early Faron Pillar on File 1. I also have to actually give myself a sword here. Because for Faron Bit in this category, we're actually going to use the Faron Pillar itself instead of the Elden Pillar. Hey, Monster Hunter Kitty, thank you for the good luck. And now we're going to save and quit again. Now I'm gonna go place the Emerald Tablet into the Goddess statue again, because now I need to go bit save File 1 on the save prompt after the Faron Pillar. Also, thank you for the good luck, Nat. Yes, I used to be a gymnast, but that was a very long time ago. So I have to make sure that I enter into Goddess statue with File 3. Once again, I have to shoot the Goddess crest with the Skyward Strike. Also, thanks for the good luck, Nimbus. I mean, yeah, you can always, like, link the clip to people if you want. Also, hey T-Maz, thanks for the good luck. Alright, so now I'm just gonna let the Faron cutscene play out. I'm gonna skip this next cutscene while on the title screen. Saving right here will bit save File 1, so that File 1 can successfully skip the hero's close. Now we're going to start File 3, and the music here is going to be wrong. So we have the Academy music playing outside here. Hey, Explazand, thank you for the good luck. Thank you for the good luck as well, Piantissimo. I would say that Skyward Sword is fairly fun. It does tend to hold your hand a lot, and it is very linear, but those things didn't really bother me when I played it. Alright. We just kind of have to wait here while the tutorial plays itself out. And then afterwards, we will save and quit again. And once again, do back in time. I don't really have an estimate for how long the run should be, but it shouldn't be, like, extremely long. I didn't count how many times we do back in time, but we do back in time a lot. Alright, now we must bit save file 3 right here. Brought it up earlier. Alright, now I'm going to do a reverse bit warp into the sky with file 1. And I'm specifically going to go off of a platform over here because the loading zone in the sky is really weird right now. And doing the reverse bit warp from over here will make things much easier. Alright. So now, I need to get rid of this Phi trigger. Now that we've gotten rid of the Phi trigger, we're going to turn around and go back to Skyloft. Because, you know, that's clearly what you're supposed to do in a speedrun. Now we're going to go back through the waterfall cave. Also, somehow Link pulled out the sailcloth that I never got. Thank you, Azer. Just... Right, okay. I have to watch the cutscene. For some reason the route says to manually reset right here, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. Hey Gemma, thank you for the good luck. Alright, now we copy file 1 to file 3. And then we will start file 3. Alright, now I'm gonna save my Loft Wing again. Because clearly I didn't save my Loft Wing last time. Alright, but now I'm just kind of going to ignore the tutorial here. And we're gonna go to Faron instead. No, I've gone through this route once. I wouldn't do a run of a route, like, completely blind. Alright, we are now entering Faron Woods. After ditching Zelda. But because we ditched Zelda, that means that Zelda never got sucked down to the surface. We have completely avoided what this game's story should be so that Zelda can be safe. Now I'm just gonna save and quit right here. Yes, you can finish the game with this tunic. This is one of the things that low percent skips. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, you're right, Azer. Alright, now we're gonna go to Skyview Temple. Also, thank you very much for the 8 months, Princess Pink. I know, I really love Skyloft. That's why we're spending so much time here. I have to bit save both File 1 and File 3 right there. Alright, now I'm gonna fly around a bit. I shouldn't need to select File 3 here, I don't think. Right, okay. Alright, now we are in Faron once again. Except during the title screen sequence, of course. Nice. I keep on losing where I am. Alright, so just everything's just File 1 here. Alright, so we don't have to talk to Impa or do the... what is it? Place the beacon or any of that stuff. enough stamina. Where is the log? There it is. Alright, now I need to die to this Octorok, because that makes a lot of sense. I won't be able to use beacons. Oh no, how am I going to complete the game without beacons? Alright, now we're going to run up the log again. The difference between low percent and any percent is that low percent will go out of its way to skip items if it can. The primary goal of low percent is to collect the least amount of stuff possible, whereas the primary goal of any percent is to just go as fast as possible. Alright, so now this rope is down, so we're just gonna head into the deep woods here. Alright, now we're gonna select File 1, and Skyview Temple is now open. And also that crystal got hit. Somehow. Alright, now I'm gonna start File 1 and reverse bit warp into Skyview Temple. Save and manually reset again. Oh yeah, let's enter Skyview. So we actually enter Skyview Temple faster than we do in regular any percent. Start file 3. Right. Now I have to go to this other statue and save. Actually, I don't think I technically need to, but it's much better to do so. And then we're going to do Back in Time again. Alright, now I'm gonna enter the academy without opening up the splash screen, because that was causing issues in practice. Yeah, also we need to go help Fledge again. He's still having trouble with that barrel that we helped him with earlier. Now, I have to keep file 1 open this whole time, basically. If you want to, Anarakis. It's definitely... You could definitely finish a run of this within the time that it takes to do the Arbiter's Grounds, rupee slide. Alright, now we're going to get money. Alright, now this RBM is going to open up the gate between here and the next part of the dungeon. I guess I should have listed boss keys. And for like what low percent collects. Oh, nice. I'm good at this game. Alright, so we don't have the slingshot, which means that you can't shoot these things down normally. But we do have the power of the Skyward Strike. Which can thankfully knock down these vines. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, Hazer. You could... Well, I don't know about... Fire Sanctuary would be really weird. But it might be possible. I mean, we ignore all the small keys. This run does not collect a single small key. I am sipping on water. Alright. Why is he fighting us when Zelda's not around to be chased? That's a good question. Yeah, because Zelda never technically went down to the surface, so I don't know what Girahim's doing down here. Alrighty. So now we're gonna go just shoot the Goddess Crest and whatnot. Do some normal gameplay for at least a minute or so. Also, I know some of you really like seeing circles in any percent in all dungeons runs, but there will be no circles in low percent, I'm sorry to say. Alright. Now it's time to do... Also, I forgot the split for Skyview. It's time to do Back in Time again. So, I did skip the slingshot on my quest to get into Skyview Temple. But I still need to get the ability which actually unlocks items, so I'm gonna have to go RBM that real quick. Alright, so now we're gonna do Faron Bit. Interesting thing about low percent is that Faron Bit actually involves going into the Elden Pillar. But I also have to be careful about which files I select, because it's definitely possible to crash the game trying to do this. Alright. Alright, bees, we'll see you later. Also, thank you very much, Slam Chowda, for the Twitch Prime subscription. I'm Temple with File 3. Now I'm going to save File 1 at Behind the Temple. As a bit save. Push the log with File 1 and then enter Faron with File 3. Alright, so now I'm gonna do... Nice. I'm gonna pretty much be doing the, entire Kikwi sequence in Back in Time. I hope you guys are all ready. I get to skip the entire thing at the beginning with Machi, though, thankfully. Oh, really? I was pretty sure I pressed A before I hit the control stick, but oh well. That's not gonna matter. Alright, let's try that whole sequence again. Thankfully, I didn't get very far into it. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse. That is true. I'm not going to miss the timing, Azer. I know what the timing is. Alright, in we go again. Oh, okay, I see Pepper. Yeah, that makes sense. This should be file 3. Hey, Chesker, thank you for the good luck. I don't think I need to technically do this, but I'm just gonna do it for the sake of consistency. Alright. Make the vine go down again. Also, thank you very much, Minnie, for the raid. Hope everyone's excited to spend all your time on the title screen today. Oh, 215, nice. What? Wait, why? Oh, I didn't enter Faron with file 3. Nice. No, really? Oh my goodness. I just wanted to exit and relieve Faron, but no. Game is very hard. I was sure I was going to be fine, but clearly not. Alright. Yeah, hopefully third time's the charm, if. Well, yeah, it's definitely something that you just get better with over time as you get more conscious about what you're doing with the menuing. Like, that's why it never happens in, like, you know, any percent or all dungeons. Then again, any percent and all dungeons aren't doing extreme back-in-time stuff like low percent does. Push the log with file 1, and then enter with file 3. No, this is not going to take 9 hours unless I'm like really bad. Hopefully I will not be very bad. Off. Okay. Right, now let's roll through here. Alright, so there are no bokoblins here, so we're just gonna kind of instantly talk to Lopsa. Now is where we need to start being like really careful. This is a very cute file selection. Hello, Mr. Chris. Thank you for the good luck. Forward here. Refill my stamina. That's not the attack I wanted to do. Oh, I don't think that matters. Okay. Well, don't worry, we're also going to see a scary file in the run. Also, the game is now lagging. Whenever Phi comes out, that the game begins lagging. Alright. Well, not exactly Chris, but sort of. Okay, now... Also, thank you very much, Slam Chowda, for the 1,000 bits and the good luck. Very generous of you. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, left. No, I'm currently a student at a university studying computer science, so I don't have a day job. Alright, now this is what we've been waiting for. The ability to RBM the B wheel. Alright. Did we get the B wheel? We did. Right, okay, save and quit. Alright, so now we have the ability to obtain items, but we specifically did not get the slingshot. Now we're gonna go do early Elden Pillar on file 1. This is just standard category stuff now. Alright, Mary say, good night, and thank you for the good luck. Alright. Yeah, that's why we have to always enter into the sky from, like, the surface, basically. Now we're gonna go to Elden. $53-minute Elden. Could have been 45-minute, probably. Do I like this run? I mean, it's Skyward Sword, so I'm probably gonna like it regardless, but I'm not sure if this is something I could see myself trying to grind out. This feels like more of something we just randomly do for fun. Also, yes, time to go back to the title screen. If anyone is ever confused about what's gonna happen next, it's just gonna be title screen. Oh yes, it's very fun, Jace. I guess it doesn't matter what we enter here with. Alright, now we're going to do a bit warp. Alright, so now we're going to go on a very long adventure. Hope you guys like going out of bounds. Oh wait, that's not the direction. Let's go this way. There we go. I think this is the right direction. Yeah, okay. Oh, we're sliding. Very loud door closed. Here's the forest. The Elden Forest. Yes, this is very clearly intended gameplay right here. Difference between any percent and low percent is that low percent skips more items. Because just because you can skip an item doesn't mean that it's faster to do so, necessarily. Alright, here's the giant river of lava. Okay. Let's see. Right, okay, so we just need to make this jump. Alright. Oh wait, probably wait until that thing is down. Alright. We took this path to skip the digging mitts, and also to skip the dowsing. Yeah, the entire mountain, like all the way around, has collision, so if you can get out of bounds one place, you could pretty much go wherever you want. Right, This is just normal stuff. This is a regular RBM that we see in any percent. Yeah, regular. Regular for an any percent speedrun. Alright, in we go. Alright, now that we just did Back in Time to get into the Earth Temple, let's do Back in Time again. Oh yeah, split. No, close enough. Alright, so now I have to skip the bridge that's in the first area of the Earth Temple here, because I normally need the beetle to cut down that rope. So instead, I'm going to do a bit warp to get around that. Bit of a lengthy one, though. Yes, title screen adventure, TSA. You call spliced run. Oh no. How am I going to prove myself? Right, clearly no one resets their speedruns in the middle of them. This has to have been spliced. Yeah, Minnie, low percent goes to the actual Faron loading zone. How often do you watch that cutscene? I mean, you probably watch it like more than 10 times in the entire run. So I have to enter Faron Woods with 5-1 now. Alright, so the Soctorok's doing 2 hearts per hit here, but when I select File 2, he suddenly does 1 heart per hit, because File 2 is not a hero mode file. So now I've died and Back in Time. But that is actually very important to do, because it's what allows the vine that leads to the deep woods to be set. No, yeah, I have to have File 2 selected before I die. Well, more specifically, I have to select File 3 after I die. Okay, yeah, enter deep woods with file 1. This game is The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Oh, right. Here's a Kiwi. Alright. Now we're gonna do a bit warp with this statue. Alright, sure. Get rid of this guy. That allows us to skip cutting down the rope bridge. Actually, I'm gonna save again after I take some damage. Yeah, now that we just did Back in Time, it's time to do Back in Time again. Hello, username. Yes, this is a very silly run. And now, this RBM is actually just for raising up the pegs in the middle. Hey Mopey, thank you for the good luck. Alright, now, do this. Right, jump into the lava. Classes are going alright. Learning stuff. Alright, so now we will not be getting bombs this run, of course. Because this is low percent, so we want to skip bombs. I'm taking 3 CS courses and a psychology course. CS courses are operating systems, data visualization, and the highest undergraduate level algorithms course that my school offers. Midterms are kind of just like spread out through October. The only reason we do the... Well, there's actually 2 different RBMs you can do, mini, for, like, making the peg bridge go up. The one we do in any percent is slower, but it allows us to simultaneously do early Thunderhead. Also, I'm gonna save right here. The one that we do in low percent for the, like, peg RBM, it's the other one we can do, but it's faster than doing the one where we push the gravestone. By, like, 25 seconds, I think. Hey, Krieger, thank you for the good luck. Alright. Now it's time to do Scold Arrow without bombs. Which, thankfully, is possible. Well, for the Earth Temple door, that's the only one you can do. Is pushing the gravestone. The Earth Temple door is not like the pegs where there's two values that can work for it. There's just one. Right? Because the peg bridge has to account for whether or not you push in the left peg last or the right peg last, because then the cutscene is different. Damn. No break slide. So instead of using like bombs from a bomb bag, I have to use the bomb flowers here to actually fight the boss. Really? Okay. That's not good. I'll try doing just a single Skyward Strike next time. But I think I might have messed it up already. Uh-oh. That's not what we wanted to have happen. I'm just gonna wait here, because the flaming balls can't get me. Oh, what is he doing? Stop confusing me, Scold Arrow. Okay. I guess this works. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, the bomb's just on top of him. This is not what I'd been planning on. Eat the bomb. No. Alright, well. This is why we save. I'd messed up the very first cycle, so I wasn't really prepared on what I was supposed to do here. Because I wasn't close enough last time, but hopefully we'll be close enough this time. It is a little awkward because you can't do like the stab unless you're really close, because then it just hits the upper part of Scold Arrow. Nice. I missed the roll again. Well, not having a bomb bag is really only an issue for Scold Arrow. It doesn't really make that much of a difference for the rest of the run. Alright, here we go. Let's try this again. Ugh, really? Alright, well, I'm bad. To wait for throwing the bomb. There we go. Really? Oy. I don't think that's gonna work now. Yeah. Now Scold Arrow is just gonna do that. Oh, of course, now you do that. Nice. Really? Okay. Go back down, please. Alright. Now he's gonna go up. There we go. Should be able to do the rest of this. There we go. Good boss fight. Alright, took like 5 minutes longer than it should have, but we did it. Hello Ziangu, it's going alright today. This low percent run is proving to be a challenge. Because Scaldera and not starting files when we're not supposed to is hard. At least I remembered to split. Alright, so now we need to get the Amber Tablet. If we could skip the Fire Shield Earrings, we would also be able to skip the Amber Tablet. Right, save it prompt. Oh yeah, I did forget Harpin for his courage. Probably should have, like, I made sure to look through the route, but I guess I just missed stuff. Oh no, this is just... thing. Yeah, I know that if I do the side hop down, I'll take damage. So I'm just gonna go down like... Or no, I can't go down the normal way. Okay, I'll have to sit down. Oh, I didn't check the statue. Oh well, that's fine. Getting the true Master Sword counts as an upgrade from, like, the regular Master Sword. That's why we skip the true Master Sword. Right, because the Master Sword we get is only the one that you get at the end of Fire Sanctuary. Okay. Thankfully, there's a place that we can get down right here. Should we? Yeah, there we go. Alright. Now we have to blow up this rock. And now I'm going to attempt to side hop down here. Nice. That's not what we wanted. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay, I see. Gazer. Yeah, save it this. Oh, I didn't do the Faron bit. Whatever, I'll just do it here. I should be okay doing it here. I shouldn't activate Early Thunderhead. Alright, once again, diving into the Faron Pillar. So this RBM that we're going to do is The one that allows us to open up the Elden Trial early. Because normally that would be the 5 crystal reward for Betrow, but obviously it's low percent, so we don't want to collect gratitude crystals if we don't have to. Oof, that almost hit me. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Good amber relic in my path. Forgot that was a thing. So, the game crashed because it tried to bring up the items screen and back in time, which doesn't really work. If I could see my screen, this would be great. There we go. So, yeah. Oops. Should have just, like, started file 1 immediately, pretty much. Alright, let's try that again. Yeah, it's the fun category. The one that spends half its time on the title screen. And we haven't even gotten to the best part yet. Hey LF, thank you for the good luck. This shouldn't take, like, longer than an all dungeons run, I don't think. Hopefully. It's not like the stupidity of pre-RBM low percent. Alright, let's not collect an amber relic this time, how about? There's no amber relic here this time. Oh, okay. Alright, so now I have to go kill a very specific Deku Baba over here. And this Deku Baba is sideways, yeah. Alright, that should have worked. Alright, now we can do early Thunderhead, and then we can finally go get the Fire Shield earrings. Hello, Tropa. Welcome to today's title screen shenanigans. Alright, now for this one, I'm literally just gonna start my file and then bonk into this tree. Actually, let's get to this side. Or the rupee's not gonna fall down. Okay. Rupee kind of has to fall out of the tree for that one to work. Well, this category is not new, but no one's really done a run of it. Like, low percent is usually something that can be applied to a lot of speedruns. There we go. Alright. Now we have some normal gameplay here, and a normal tunic that Link somehow acquired. Yeah, exactly. Like, time, or like, the time that the run takes is the secondary objective, with the primary objective being, like, you know, whoever has, like, the lowest item count. Alright, Thomas, good night. Thanks for watching today. If I didn't get claw shots, I believe I would have gotten slingshot. I don't entirely remember. have to wait here. Right, the key is, like, if you can somehow do an arbitrary number of RBMs in Fire Sanctuary with no items, then we'd be able to skip claw shots. Probably. And if we can find EX80 in Sealed Grounds, then we can also skip Whip, and then we wouldn't have to do B-Wheel RBM either. That would be some low percent run. No items. Pretty much just be Sword as your one item. And I guess Fire Shield Earrings. Also, I should have split for that. Not 20 minutes, yay. Howdy, Omato. I wouldn't say I'm taking a break from all dungeons, I'm just kind of, like, I'm trying this category out for the first time, because I did a playthrough yesterday and finished it this morning. Or I started it yesterday. Also, yes, we're back to no tunic. I did one low percent run when it was like 8 hours. But wait, we don't have a bomb bag. How are we going to kill ourselves to do back in time? Bomb flower. Alright, now thankfully these next few RBMs are not Faron RBMs, so... This shouldn't be longer than like an all dungeons run. Also, I opened up the wrong door. now we're doing the old talk to the robot for the commit. Now, low percent went significantly farther down when we found Song of the Hero skip. And even before that, low percent probably wouldn't have taken 8 hours when we found RBM. Oh no, it still would have, because we would have had to still do Song of the Hero skip the old way. Well, yeah, the secondary goal of low percent is to beat it as fast as possible, but the primary goal is to complete it with the lowest amount of stuff, or the fewest amount of things possible. Oh no, I died. Kind of well, I mean, I guess I have the unpopular opinion then, but I think that the new Twitch design, like, looks fine. Personally. I don't think it's better than the old one, but... like, I'm fine with it. Oh wait, no. Open with file 1. Yeah. No, this is not the first low percent run ever. But I mean, technically the low percent record before this was probably just the any percent record, because the any percent record is probably what gets the least amount of stuff in the fastest time. Right, so a run that collects less items but takes more time is better than a run that collects more items but takes less time. Oh yeah, maybe Indy's PB, that's right. Does he do water basin skip? I don't remember if he does or not. With Cistern second, you probably wouldn't. I don't know. Indy Kenobi is a Skyward Sword runner. Hasn't done runs for like 2 months or so, though. Okay. Now this is gonna be kind of weird. Alright, so I'm not gonna actually fly into the sky here, but instead I'm gonna use my loft wing to get down to where Batro is down here. Because I don't have the value set that opens up the gravestone. Or that opens up the shed, not gravestone. The second file has a file name length of 0 characters. And that's just how the game decides to display a 0-character file name. Alright, so that's gonna commit the value we RBM'd from Betrow. I have to get through this Ampelus minefield without taking damage. Thankfully, it looks like the Ampeli were nice. I think that's the plural. I don't know, Azer. That just happens. Also, thank you very much, Cavemaniga, for the 2 months of Twitch Prime. I mean, I think that just happens in Back in Time if you have any sword, Azer. Because that would always happen in, like, really old any percent routes back when any percent, like, pre-RBM, and also, like, skipping the practice sword. I'm pretty sure it has something to do with, like, just having any sword in your inventory, or something. Well, yeah, you can, like, strike any sword into the trials, and you can get into them. You don't need, like, a specific sword to actually perform that action. Oh, do you not even need a sword? Okay, never mind. Pretty similar, though. Also, yeah, we get our tunic back during the trials. That we never actually got. Why is Skyward Sword so weird? Because they allowed us to play on the title screen. Without being able to play on the title screen, this game would be nowhere even close to where it is now. No, this is not one of the most broken Zelda games. It's broken very differently compared to some other Zelda titles. I'm pretty sure no other Zelda games can set scene flags, or can arbitrarily set scene flags in an area. Nice. Also, yeah, you can beat the final boss on the title screen. Well, I mean, Ocarina of Time, you have things like RBA and wrong warping. And, you know, ISG and hovering. Majora's Mask is pretty broken with the debug menu. Wind Waker is pretty broken with actor unloading and storage. Twilight Princess, maybe Skyward Sword's probably more broken than Twilight Princess now, I'd say. Least broken Zelda game is Spirit Tracks. There's not really much you can do in Spirit Tracks. Alright, we got our first item of the run. Well, yeah, the current any % run for Majora's Mask is you essentially do first cycle, get some explosives, make your way over to Deku Palace, do some memory stuff, and then play the Song of Soaring like 70 times, I think, and then you end up opening up the debug menu with that. We're not aware of Skyward Sword having a debug menu. And then once you get to the debug menu in Majora's Mask, you basically just give yourself the 4 boss remains and the Fierce Deity's Mask, and you be on your merry way. Because the Fierce Deity's Mask makes the final fight kind of trivial. Also, yeah, you have to do it on Wii U, because on Wii U, or on Wii VC, the D-pad isn't mapped to the game, so you end up not being able to actually move around on the debug menu once you get there in Wii VC. Don't worry, Azer. If I get tornadoed, I'm just gonna die, and then I'll respawn. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass share the same engine. Or if not, it's extremely similar. But that's just a guess on my part. Well, the debug menu wasn't meant to be opened while playing the game regularly. There was probably some sort of command they could use to just open up the debug menu, like, right away, instead of having to play the Song of Soaring however many times. Alright. I'm sorry to hear that, Amato. That's not something that I would imagine usually happens. So this time I don't select file 3 when going to Faron, because I now have the flag for Groose stuff. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to open up, or not open up, raise the Gate of Time. Without having to learn the Ballad of the Goddess first. Oh, thank you very much for the 100 bits, Xenophilius. And thank you for the good luck. Alright, now we're going to skip the Groose cutscene. Okay, so we bit save in the sealed temple. I'll be safe and do this. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to start file 1 and then skip this cutscene. Right. Save and quit. And then do Song of the Hero skip. Alright, time for more Faron bit. Strimmer, why you keep dying? Well, you see, this game is very hard, and because of that, I will die a lot. But it's okay, I will still complete the game fast. Oh, wait, oops. Supposed to go check the Upper Academy statue. Go do that. Alright. Now let's fly into the sky. Oh yeah, I did accidentally save file 1. But thankfully, that doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm just supposed to check with file 1. And now I have to re-enter. With file 3. Check statue, and then select file 1. Enter with file 3, and then just sign the hero skip. Alright. Now it's time for Water Dragon Scale ? I know, so many blue splits today. It's almost like we're basically comparing them to infinity. Okay. But wait, there's no bridge right here. Oh, thankfully that's not an issue. No, we're definitely more than halfway right now. Okay. So thank you for the good luck, Bocage. All right, the fun begins. Alright, so we're pretty deep in Faron, doing back in time here, but I think we need to go just a little bit deeper. Oh wait, I didn't select file 1, hold on. Try that again. Okay, we can use the claw shot to get up here. Now we're once again going to die during back in time. Oh no. Alright. Let's visit our friend the Faron Silent Realm. Also, to prevent lag, we're going to have this nice little menu up the entire time. Well, what prevents lag is not being on the file selection screen. So using this, we can press the A button indefinitely without going to the file selection screen. Hey, no more luck. Thank you for the best of luck. Alright, so now we did an RBM in the Faron trial. I have to go commit it by going outside. Alright, so that RBM is one that we can use to get rid of the flames in front of the fire sanctuary. The one we use in any percent in all dungeons collects a gratitude crystal, but this is another one that we can do. Alright. Oh wait, copy file 1 to file 2. Yeah, that last back in time was pretty cool. Let's do the whole thing over again. Yeah, Pepper and Azer were the ones who made this route. here we are again. Alright, now we're gonna go up to our good old friend the Octorok once again. Oh, went down. And we're gonna die. And after we die, we're gonna select File 3. The death here is so that we can actually get the trial to appear in Back in Time. Because we never actually set foot in Faron Woods in our actual file. Alright. Now our second trek into the Silent Realm. Okay. Who's ready to do the entire Silent Realm in Back in Time? And I am literally not allowed to reselect any files while this happens. So there's that. Also, good night, Devil Wave. Or Devil Wave. For some reason I wanted to say Devil Wax. Ready for the waking water. Alright, if I move to the file selection screen at any point, then I have to do this entire thing all over again. Alright, we made it. So, we're gonna get the Water Dragon scale, right? Wow, I didn't see the water dragon scale there. Hey, look, the Kikwi Elder is still sleeping. He should really wake up. Alright, so because I got the water dragon scale back in time, I still have it here, but it's not on a file, so per the definition of low percent, me having the water dragon scale right now doesn't actually count. Okay, no treasure. But I still need the water dragon scale to get into the ancient cistern. But thankfully, I can also access the ancient cistern, at least the initial loading zone back in time. But if I move off the title screen at all right now, then I'm going to lose the water dragon scale, so well, I have to be very careful right here. Okay, now we're safe, though. I can keep the water dragon scale. Now, the waterfall here is magically going to go up. Except the collision is still here momentarily. There we go. Okay, so this is... Right, okay. Now I commit this with the bonked fairy. So now because we're not back in time, I don't have the water dragon scale anymore. Do I need to heal with this? Yeah. So, even though we got the water dragon scale back in time, it doesn't count on any of our files because our files didn't get the water dragon scale. Okay, that works. Wanted to jump into the lava, but that'll still be fine. Alright, now, I did an RBM using the cutscene in front of the ancient cistern, but I still have to get into the ancient cistern, so we're just gonna do that entire back in time sequence again. Because I still have to go get the water dragon scale again if I want to use it back in time. That previous RBM that I just did was to get the statue that's in front of the Fire Sanctuary, so I don't have to get a bottle because I can skip pouring the water onto the thirsty boys. Yeah, that last back in time was fun, so let's do it again. Totally isn't stressful not being able to reselect a file while you're doing back in time. And yeah, it also skips the adventure pouch, that is correct. that should be fine. I didn't select file 1, but I'll just climb up the log. Also, thank you very much, Danny, for the 7 months. You are indeed very special now. Thank you very much for the support. Alright, shoutouts to the Octorok for killing us again. I think for the 4th time this run. I think that Octorok needs a name. I should call him Bob. Actually, yeah, maybe Ollie, because Octorok starts with an O. Alright, guys. Who's excited to do the Silent Realm again? I know I am. Also, selecting file 1 here skips the, initial FI text stuff. At least it should. I screw up. Or no, I think it's after this. Oh yeah, I screwed up. Oops. Alright, well, I guess we'll just watch this cutscene again. Oh, thanks, Danny. Glad you enjoyed the GDQX rando race, even with all the uwus. You can begin playing the game in the start menu by resetting the console right after you continue. After, or like on the game over screen. You can't, like, play the entire game on the title screen, but you can do some pretty interesting stuff with it. Well, TwitchCon in general was pretty fun. I got to meet a bunch of interesting people. What are you looking at? You're looking at title screen the speedrun. Alright guys, we got the water dragon scale again. Also, yeah, Kikwi Elder's still sleeping. Alright, so now, once again, I'm not allowed to move off of the splash screen. Otherwise, I will get rid of the water dragon scale. Nice. Skyward Sword 200% sounds... bleh. Alright, we're safe now, though. Now we'll select File 1 again. Now the waterfall's magically going to go up. At least. Once the collision goes away. There we go. Okay, so yeah, this is... oh wait, with File 2 selected. Alright. Now, we're in the ancient cistern. Yes, I literally just had to use the water dragon scaling back in time to jump to the ancient cistern entrance. Hey Zayla, thank you for the good luck. There isn't really like a percentage counter for low percent. It's more so an abstract idea than like something that you can keep track of through some statistical numeration. Hey Vanta, thank you for the good luck. Alright, that's the last B-wheel item we're getting. The whip. Alright, so I actually can't go out this door right here. Also, yeah, now we hit this cutscene. Because that door has a lock on the other side. So instead, I'm gonna go up one more door, because this door doesn't have a lock on it. I'm also gonna save here, because obviously I don't want to have to go back and do that entire thing again. Oh, right, I forgot that was a thing. Wait, oh, I can just flip that lily pad over again, that's fine. That's like a permanent thing. No, that wouldn't be permanent. Alright, so because I have the claw shots, I can skip quite a sizable portion of the ancient cistern by just claw-shotting this vine wall to sequence break. Every iteration of your sword we count as an item. So we get the goddess sword, the goddess long sword, and the master sword. We don't get the goddess white sword or the training sword. Oh wait, that lily pad is still flipped. Oh wait, I have the whip. Of course I can put it away. No, we don't get the true master sword. Because we count that as an extra item. Well, we get the Master Sword as a consequence of beating Fire Sanctuary. Because if we don't beat Fire Sanctuary, then we can't get to the past, because we can't fight the second imprisoned and open up the Gate of Time. Right, let's actually... Okay. And now we can go get the boss key. Alright, now that we have the boss key, we can actually go fight Galactos. Nice. Blanca S, yeah. Yeah, good thing this boss isn't underwater, like Twilight Princess. Hey Junie, thank you for the good luck. Unfortunately, I can't one-cycle Galactos because I don't have bombs. It's a little more aggressive during the second cycle. Kind of tries to bait you out by going really slowly and then just hammering his fist down. First cycle, he's a little bit more even with his movements. Ghirardelli him. There's actually a Ghirardelli store that I walked by when we went to TwitchCon. I didn't get any chocolate though. Yeah, we count the Hero's Tunic as an item. Even though it's technically a story flag and not really an inventory slot, like... It's something that's, like, tangible, in a sense. So, like, we count it towards... Or we count skipping it as, like, a better version of low percent. Obviously not collecting the heart piece. Now 0% is you reverse bit warp an empty file into the credit sequence, where you literally don't have anything. I have to swim very slowly because I don't have the water dragon scale. Also, yeah, a random dragon just kind of greeted us outside. Is it time to go back to the title screen again? It will be in about 1 minute. Oh, thank you, Mercurus. GDQX was fun. Oh yeah, interesting cutscene plays when we dive down here. Assuming that hopefully I did the RBM correctly. Okay, good. Hey Nihal, thank you for the good luck. So Fire Sanctuary is open. But first this Goron, who's all the way on the other side of the map, has to talk to us. We get real close up in his face. Actually, I'm gonna just go save again. Because damaging down with lava is very slow if you don't already have 2 hearts. Favorite music in Zelda games? I mean, a favorite bass song would probably be Mogera from Wind Waker. And now these next RBMs is like are RBMs that we're used to normally seeing. Alright, so literally the only thing that we are required to use the claw shots for in this run is hitting down that water pod. Oh wait, no. Don't break that pod. I can save. Well, I could have easily gotten around that, Amato. The claw shot there is just, like, much faster than going around the long way. No, the whip doesn't go high enough. Unfortunately. We can't skip the Ancient Cistern because we need it for the Imprisoned 2 fight to not crash. Oh wait, no, just die now. So now I'm gonna die again, except I'm not gonna do back in time. I just need more health. I believe that is correct, Coding Sheep, yes. You would also skip the Ancient Cistern in any percent, because the only reason any percent beats the Ancient Cistern is to avoid that crash. Alright, now time for the Upper Academy Bit Warp. Okay. Kinda lost where I was going with that. Nice rupee. I know I have to be very careful to not really take any damage here. So hopefully this goes well. Also, thank you very much for the 13 months of Twitch Prime, Cecil. Alright, so I will take my sweet time lining this up. Alrighty. Now, these next few rooms will be scary. I need to not take damage from these guys, and I don't exactly have a shield. Really? I didn't expect that guy to come around and immediately attack me. I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world, I just have to do the bit warp again. Considering the other mistakes that have happened this low percent run. When are the blast mask hovers? Whenever someone finds the blast mask in this game. Oh yeah, file 2 here can definitely die faster. That is a good point. Nice. The water dragon scale splits were great. I didn't screw up the back in times during those portions. Which is good, because screwing those up would have wasted a lot of time. Alright, let's try this again. Alright. That's one scary room. No, I usually don't plan raids ahead of time. I usually just look at who's, like, on SRL or something if I feel like doing a raid. Because I pretty much only raid people who are doing, like, Zelda speedrunning stuff. Keys out of here. And yeah, now we get the free boss key, thanks to the RBMs we did earlier. Yeah, low percent used to be beating the game twice. Now low percent involves getting the water dragon scale twice to completely skip getting the water dragon scale. Which makes a lot more sense than beating the game twice, obviously. No, I didn't know LimeCube was at GDQX. And I only know that person by the fact that, like, they have a name. I don't think I've ever actually spoken to them. I know they do Breath of the Wild stuff, though. Alright. did that work? It was far enough away. Alright. So thank you very much, Dr. Jim, for the raid party of 16. Welcome, raiders, to Title Screen the Speedrun. Low percent is very different from any percent. I mean, there's a few similarities, but low percent goes way out of its way to skip a few items. Like, the entire beginning of the run is different, because you skip getting the hero's tunic. That's why we're still in our Skyloft clothes right now, despite the fact that we just beat the Fire Sanctuary. A 100% Breath of the Wild run. Well, I have always said if we get to 10,000 subscribers, that will be a thing that happens. Alright, it is now time for the last back in time of the run. Which is just something that saves time. It doesn't actually skip anything, but still saves time, so that's why we do it. How many subs do we have now? Like 265, I think? I don't have OBS open, so I can't see, like, the count, but it's on the top left. Or, like, to the right of the webcam. 268, there we go. So yeah, only 9,732 more to go. Until Breath of the Wild 100%. Nice, this one is also still select file 3 before load. Yeah, then 20k to 100% Breath of the Wild 2. Exactly. Why are we looking at the title screen? Because looking at the title screen saves time. I can do very silly things by looking at the title screen. To go around Garus here. That probably worked. Well, no, if someone did legit just randomly gift, like, however many subs is needed to reach 10,000, for every sub that I get, I would only get $2.50, because that's, like, the split between me and Twitch. Alright, so this fight is a little interesting. I don't actually have any air vents to use during this fight, so I have to climb around the spiral a really long way. get up to the imprisoned. There are no air vents because we skipped the story event that normally activates the air vents. Oh yeah, that's right, they'd need to pay that much. Now, hopefully we'll make this next jump slash so we don't have to get off the head. I didn't screw up the imprisoned, thankfully. Well, no, if someone donates the amount of money that I would get, that's not 10,000 subscribers, that's just donating me money. So I would thank you for your kind generosity, because I don't know why you would donate that much unless you literally had nothing to spend your money on and you were rich. Yeah, the imprisoned fights actually go like really crazy with the memory flags. It's really strange. If I gift subs myself, well, no, that doesn't count either. I mean, you know, you can, like, gift yourself subs, because Twitch still gets money in that case. Now we have to climb up the entire spiral again to get to the top. Except we don't actually have to. Instead, we're going to do the slightly higher than average IQ play of going down here. But of using these bomb flowers to kill ourselves, which is going to respawn me back at the top of the spiral with all of my health back. I don't know why there are bombs there, but there are bombs there, so... Also, Link's looking around as if he just entered the sealed temple for the first time. Alright, now it's time for the end of the game. Door. Or wait, no. Door. Ouch. That's actually bad. Also, for some reason, the like ghostly stuff that normally comes off of the imprisoned spike is down at the bottom of the arena right here. I'm not really sure why. Also, I can't fight these guys normally because I don't have the true Master Sword. So instead, I have to go back to doing this. Wow, that's not where I wanted to put that. Alright. Yeah, you can't knock them over with just the regular Master Sword. You can only knock them out of their blocks with the true Master Sword. And I'm also going to be taking 2 hearts because of Horde Skip. Oh yeah, this will be sub all dungeons easily. It doesn't take, like, 15 minutes to beat the game from here. Alright, hopefully these Stealthos are nice. Okay, yeah, I didn't run forward early enough there. That's fine. Well, yeah, no matter how long this takes, this is going to be a record because this is the run that's collected the least amount of items. To date. I didn't take any initial damage there. Yeah, this is the real end of game challenge right here. Really? Again. Try it again. Why don't I just collect the Master Sword? Because that would count as collecting another item. At least by the definition that we go by. Alright, 2 hearts again. That's not the right direction. What? Oh well. Really? Why can I not get past there fast enough? Oh. Okay, yeah, I know why that's happening. Alright, we'll go... Well, hopefully we won't take damage beforehand, and then we'll go around the other way this time. But yes, low percent actually does have the hardest ending of any speedrun of this game. 6 hearts, no bottles, no fairies. No true Master Sword. Horde skip automatically taking 2 hearts. There's no sailcloth. No, you can't beat the game with less than 6 hearts, because you start out with 6 in Skyward Sword. Alright, down to 4 hearts. Well, yeah, okay. Corrupt File starts with 0 hearts, but... Alright, let's go around the other way this time. Really? Oh, those guys noticed me. This is a lot harder than I'm... Or this is not as hard as I'm making it seem, I swear. Ouch. Yes, provided that I don't die any more times, this will easily be under all dungeons. Oh, really? I didn't think so many of... Oh, it's because the other horde came down. Wait. What? Oh, that hit the ground. There we go. I mean, optimally this run would have been like 250 or something, probably. Will this be sub 540? If this run goes above 540, I will have very big concerns about what happened in the last 2.5 hours of the run. Really? It's kind of dumb that the Bokoblin swing distance is bigger than your spin attack distance. Because that's why that happened. No, a crash here would lose 10 minutes probably. Hit the ground again. Okay. Sort of the good luck Shankshaw Patronum. Apparently I'm gonna need it just to get past the horde. We don't collect the true Master Sword. The sword that we have right now is the Master Sword you get after beating Fire Temple. Or, excuse me, Fire Sanctuary. Alright. There we go. Ugh, that took way too long. Also, yeah, here's the shadow effect that's normally reserved for the ceiling spike. Ouch. Nice. Ah, really? What are you doing? Stop hopping about. Now Girahim is a part of the shadow. Also, the game is really laggy right there, I guess because of the extra particle effects that it's not used to. I expected him to spawn back in the center, but he kind of just spawned, like, right beside me. Thankfully, I don't have to go through the entire horde again. It also, unfortunately, looks like we're not going to beat all dungeons with this. Yeah, we did get full health back, so at least that's good. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, you can't do that. Okay, that works. Cursed Girahim is laggy. What? And of course, because this run sucks, only proper way to send it off is with blindfolded final boss fight. Alright, a little shaky on the second phase, but... yeah, I just about wasted 15 minutes on the last segment here, so that was not good. This is an interesting category. Show the gear screen. I mean, the gear screen is still going to have, like, treasures from the normal mode file, but those don't really count, I don't think. Anyway. Interesting stuff, this category. I don't know if it's something I really want to try to grind, though. Probably not. Because a lot of the back-in-time stuff is just, like, it's cool from a technical standpoint, but it's kind of annoying from, like, an actual run standpoint. So... yeah. No, this isn't the most cursed category ever created. It's just an interesting one. Also, for some reason, Link has the true Master Sword in this cutscene. Not really sure where that came from, but that was a thing. I believe also at the beginning of this cutscene, we can see that he has it. Yeah, so he has the true Master Sword right now, but then when the camera comes back, he doesn't have the true Master Sword anymore. So somehow Link just lost the true Master Sword. Because cutscene logic. Also, here's Zelda. We never saw her except at the very beginning. And yes, Link did save the world in his pajamas. I'm not really sure how Zelda got here. It's a good question. I mean, you know, we kind of left her back when she was trying to teach us how to use the Loftwing, and we just kind of dove into Faron without her. Actually, I'm curious. Does Link get the True Master Sword at any other point? Or is he gonna put away the regular Master Sword? Also, we also don't have the ability to call Fi at any point in this run, because we never unlocked that option. Also, I like how Link has, like, the hand gloves on right now, but, like, that's the only part of the hero's tunic that he actually had, at least temporarily. Yeah, so he has the, like, the gloves. Also, we now suddenly have the true Master Sword again. We have the wrong sheath, though. Now the gloves are gone. This cutscene is all about inconsistencies, I guess. I mean, I guess at this point, the Master Sword would be somewhere else, so it wouldn't be like an inventory item for Link. So it makes sense that it stays as the true Master Sword from here on out. At least the sheath is the correct one. Because the true Master Sword sheath turns, like, golden. Anyway. Oh yeah, can you play the harp during the credits if you skip the harp? I'd imagine you could, probably. No, I'm not gonna do another run right now. Alright. Anyway. Thank you all for joining me on this attempt to skip as many things as possible. Don't know if I'll do another run. I'll have to see. I have some ideas, though. Oh, hey, look, there's Zelda. But it was cool to see. So, if there's, like, if we ever figure out how to skip more stuff, then we might do this. Also, nice, Link is now just in his completely regular casual clothes. And he finally has his bird. Because, yeah, we also technically never got the ability to call our Loftwing in this run. We also never put the Sky Keep down here in the sealed ground, so I don't know how it got down here. We also never got the Triforce, so I don't know how the Triforce got here either. Alright, well, that will be it for the